Well, the next step is cleaning. And I've started a little bit of the cleaning here, as you can see. We power washed it, as you saw previously, and got most of the muck out of here. But now we've been starting to scrub it down and go through and clean out everything that we can. While we've got all of this stuff out of the hull, everything out of the bilge, and we just kind of been rubbing and scrubbing and going through and still working on it. Not done yet, but it's a lot cleaner than we saw earlier. Even something as simple as the anchor locker is a lot cleaner than, if you can see that or not, than it was before. So that's what we're working on. Once we get this kind of all scrubbed up and all much of this rust stains and stuff off that we can get, then we can start putting things back together. The tank is all finished now, and once I get this polished out in here, we'll go ahead and get the tank in and get the deck back in, and we can start doing the cleaning. Nothing fancy in what we're using to clean it. The main thing is that bad boy right there, soft scrub. Not a fancy fiberglass cleaner, just simply soft scrub with bleach. It doesn't scratch the fiberglass, and it cleans it out real well. We did have some spots that had some mildew and some mold on it, so I like to use this around the house quite a bit. This basically will get rid of any and all mold in just moments. This stuff is amazing. Now you got to be careful, because if you have colored pants, it will decolor them. Whatever is what color will now be white or stripped out, because it has a chlorine in it. So, and then basically we're going to use this bad boy here. We're going to try and clear off the rust stains. This works pretty good in what I've seen so far, but we still got to do a little bit of scrubbing with some of the rust stains that we have. Then we're going to clean up the stainless steel with just basically good old Brasso. I looked around to see all of the different products that are out there, and I saw this going through Home Depot and grabbed it, and it's been working perfectly. So it's not overly expensive, and it cleans up the stainless nicely, gets rid of the rust that's on there. So it works great. I haven't, so far, I'm sure there's probably amazing products out there, but this works. And then when we're finished, we're going to go through and do a kind of a fiberglass cleaner and wax. It'll get rid of some of the oxidation on there. We could use some of the heavier duty stuff that will go through and basically your rubbing compound that would clear all of the oxidation off, and then we could go back and put a heavy wax on. But while we've seen some oxidation there, it's not real bad. So we're going to go ahead and just start with this and see how it works. And lastly, the most important cleaner here is really not a cleaner at all. It's bug spray. I live in Florida, and we have bugs and no-see-ums, and this is actually from Fiji when my wife went there, and it's lemongrass insect repellent, and it works really well. So I guess the excuse was so we have to go back to Fiji to buy some more. But anyway, so we're working away at it. We've done a little bit of electrical work. I've replaced most of the electrical wires, and in here with all new marine grade electrical, and so that we can have it ready, so that when we put the tank back in, we can get everything connected. We've redone some of the connectors here for the battery. I was having some problems earlier with the trim on the motor, and I think the reason was that basically the power cable just broke off in my hand. So hopefully that will resolve that. We'll find that out once we get everything back together. We've installed a new stern light jack back here with a new stern light. We went through and sealed this with butyl tape, and so we shouldn't have any issues with the water getting into the wood and stuff on the boat. So little by little, we're getting there, just one step at a time. Well, we have it installed. Finished repairing the tank, did some rewiring. So we got all new wiring in here. Ran the wiring with a new loom and new connectors to the new sending unit. The bilge is installed. Just waiting for the silicone. I just siliconed it to the deck, or to the bilge, instead of screwing it in at the bottom. So I'm waiting for that to dry before I snap it all back together. We got the new filler hose is installed and connected to the filler pipe. And I didn't replace the vent pipes, our hose, because they look like they were fine. I do have a new fuel line to go to the water separator and then into the motor. That's the old one. I'm just put it on there for right now, just as a placeholder, since we do have fuel in the tank. But we are getting closer. So got it scrubbed out. I haven't buffed it out yet, but it's all scrubbed out and cleaned out, so the build should be nice and clean. And I'm ready to put the deck on and finish connecting up the wiring here, get it to a new connector, put in all of the control cables here, and little by little we're getting there. So as we get the parts cleaned up, the deck's all cleaned, ready to go.